a shadow on a courthouse lawn, a whisper where the rope's long gone. They paved the dirt, but the roots still crawl. You can't cut pain. No, you just move the wall. Now the trees have screens instead of leaves. The crowd still gathers. Nobody grieves. Another name, another call. History plays on a body can't walk. The fruit still falls, just a different tree. Still hanging black, still hanging free. A hashtag prayer, a mother's plea. Oh Lord, the fruit still falls for me. Oh, they said justice, but I saw change. Same old story with a different name. Uniform blue, but the spirit's gray. The road just learned a modern way. They don't sell postcards no more, just clips that loop forevermore. Fear for my life, the same refrain, but the ghosts still march in the pouring rain. Still fall, just a different tree. Still hanging, still hanging. A hashtag prayer, a mother's plea. Oh Lord, the fruit still falls for me. Don't turn away, don't scroll too fast. The past ain't past, it just wears a mask. The soil remembers every call, and still the fruit still falls. Still falls. Still falls.
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast. Back again with Considra in the building. How you doing today?
I'm good. It's a little rough this morning, but I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah. Um,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you clear. I hear you clear.
Okay, good. Good
Um,
job. Good job.
yeah, it's a little.
Yeah,
You already know. You already know.
yeah.
Um,
This was not a
it's-
good one. Yeah,
yeah.
unfortunately. This is a lot worse. I mean, we saw a little taste of it. We've been seeing it, and it's gonna be worse, unfortunately. And I saw the picture of the dude, the baby's lawyer. Looked like a skinhead. He just looked like a person that would have been, when the white boys be faking. And because the way he defended him, it just sounded like he didn't care. You know, he wasn't fighting. Why would you get a white person to fight? I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I have so many questions and I don't understand it. But I guess his parents knew what they was doing, huh? Didn't look like it. Don't look like it to me. But I guess I don't know. I don't know. We need to talk about it though. But go ahead. I'm gonna rest.
Unfortunately, Considra, why I don't even really have. I mean, of course, because I feel like everybody else. But the problem is, I've been saying this for like what 10 years now, like, and I'm glad
And
that
we're gonna
everybody
see.
else is finally upset or mad and stuff like that. But like, what
Well,
can I
we've
say?
been
I've
tired
been
of stuff.
saying we could have money. Like when we was trying to do the thing a couple years ago, we was like, well, we need to at least have some kind of fun in case something person where we can defend them or have some kind of unity, or even just if we talk in a circle. But people ain't really want to
Yeah.
do that. So what are you gonna
And they
do,
still
right?
not ready. They still not ready. They still not ready because this is just the beginning. And if you got that type of lawyer and that dude, you know, he allowed an all-white jury. Why would you allow that? because he didn't understand your situation. He didn't care about your situation. Why would you allow an all white? You sat up there and allowed them to strike 3 black women that would have helped your case out, but they knew what they were doing, and you ain't gonna tell me they're not buddies. You're not gonna tell me his attorney's not buddies with those prosecutors and that judge. He looked like one of them white boys that was like a Klan member. I'm telling you, he was preppy, but he didn't care. I mean, some of the stuff that he was doing and some of the questions that he could have asked, he didn't. It just seemed like he was set up from the beginning. He was sold out from the beginning. You know how they fake and shake all the time. You don't really know who was in that boy's corner because everybody was white. Everybody was white. His attorney was white. You think I would have got a white attorney to protect my son? It was just messed up the way the family was thinking. It's just all wrong. They don't even think like black people. I mean, I know you're black, but the mindset is gone. We don't even understand who the fucking enemy is. We don't even understand that. We have disappointed and let our children down. For real, his parents let him down. They didn't even fight for him. If I would have came to court and seen an all white jury, I would have been like, dude, what are we doing? We're not doing that. I need to see some black folk. This is you're supposed to advocate for your child. They didn't. What would make you think that you was gonna get a not guilty plea with all white jury? That's the crazy part about it. And people were saying with his, because I thought his attorney was black. The first man we saw was black, remember? And then it turned around, it was a white dude. I'm like, where did he come from? I don't know if it was a team of them or what, but they sure totally let this baby down. Totally let him down. He didn't even testify in his defense. Why didn't you let him get up there and testify? That's what they should have did. He didn't. I don't understand why, but okay, whatever. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
anything
let me
else.
say, shouts out to Nicole in the building. I'll send you this. I'll
Yeah.
send you that. But shouts out to Nicole. I appreciate you for being in here. Uh, so consider, you know what? Let's just go into it. Or just go into because first of all, before we do that, I want to play you this because you know we got to give context to everything here.
Of
So
course.
And the last thing I'll say today is this: marriage is one of the biggest accelerators of wealth. That is why
Right.
they don't want Black people getting married. They don't want us to
Right.
have a good family structure. They don't want us in the same household raising kids together. That's why they want us at odds with each other. They don't want us getting rich.
Yeah.
what you think about what this young sister
That's
had to say
totally
about us
untenable.
and building our families?
I totally agree. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I've known and I've seen where, in living in the projects, you're only supposed to have, all these lonely, alone black women. Well, I've seen a white couple, and I'm like, well, how is it that she gets to have her husband or her man and black women don't? That just was so odd. And then you have other families that come from other countries. They have the Chinese, they come here and they get all the welfare benefits. I've seen it. And they have all them people in the house. And I'm like, how is that the grandma, the grandparents, the kids, and the mom and the daddy? Everybody has their mate except black women when they in these on these systems, these programs. But so I do agree. But we got to get together and we need to start thinking past what they tell us. You got to start thinking for yourself, black family. And if we don't, we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Everything they set up against us, everything they set up for us is against us. The whole system is against you, and you don't understand it. And I don't understand why you don't understand it because I seen a crowd, they were burning a cross in somebody's yard the other day. This was on TikTok. And I'm like, what are we doing? Are we going back to that? We never left that because the comments were saying, we're going back to that. I'm like, we never left. We never left. They still hanging black people and calling it suicide now. You had a whole 16-year-old that was hung in the back of a church and they called it suicide. How's she getting up there? How does she know how to tie a noose? That's what I want to know. Because I don't know how to tie a noose yet. So how does a 16-year-old know how to tie a noose? So
and
I'm gonna rest with that. Go
and
ahead.
recognize that well, I ain't, I ain't. You're right. Yeah.
I'll say what you
Um.
need to say. Me, I hold it back today.
Well, no, because I
Because
want
I'm
to show you
hoping y'all
this.
get mad enough to change, to want to
No,
change, to do something different. Because right now, this wouldn't have never happened if we had had our own schools and our own communities. Take your babies out of their schools so that this won't happen again. Because it's gonna happen again. because
Mm.
they already know that they can fucking win. It doesn't matter what they do to black people, they're not gonna pay any consequences. They know that. They already knew that this baby was going to jail when he first did it. They said, "Oh yeah, he's going to jail. Oh yeah," and they was already ready. They was waiting and ready. They was waiting because I'm gonna tell you what, if that boy hadn't went to jail yesterday, it was gonna be some riots. I know it was gonna be some mess from them. I already know what they's planning. They was gonna be hanging some people and everything. They was gonna show you that they were displeased. So they won, so they're good. But they cheated. They set the board up. They set it up. They always have to cheat in order to win with us. But go ahead. I rest.
You know, because shouts out to Matron in the building. I appreciate you coming through, Matron. And I've been waiting to show you this, Cassandra, for a minute. Because speaking of what you were saying, well, yeah, why is it always the black mothers? But I've been waiting to hear what you had to say about this here. Now you know about the little babies with the broken bones and stuff, but just watch it. I'm gonna
Mm,
just play it.
A
mm.
Henrico County judge sentenced Erin Stratman to serve 3 years behind bars. That was the maximum she could have received under a plea agreement between her and the Commonwealth. Families that we spoke to outside of court.
A nurse breaking baby's bones. 3 years is the max.
3 years. 3 years.
There you go.
She didn't have a field day, but I'm hoping and praying that she won't even make it out of jail. But you know what? She probably will because she was in jail. Didn't she was in jail and got out, was able to record and all this stuff. So, hey, you want to break baby bones? Go ahead. It's only going to get 3 years, if that. You're lucky she got that. So I'm surprised they even gave her any time. Because after all, I ain't gonna
Lord,
even say that.
don't Lord,
After
wait, just
all,
wait a minute.
oh
And
Lord, here
Matron
we
said she
go.
agreed the biggest threat to uh the biggest threat is black unity to white hegemony. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
After the sentencing hearing, said they were satisfied with that decision.
Satisfied.
Standing in unison, the families of babies injured in the NICU at Henrico Doctors Hospital by former nurse Erin Stratman
All them
reacted
babies.
to her sentence.
At this point, I was just focused
What
on
up, my brother
ending
Anthony?
this chapter and hopefully not ever having to say her name again.
Across the board, there were a lot of fractures, and
Oh no.
she needed to be held accountable for that. And
3 years though, you guys.
Until today, Erin
3 years.
Stratman has been living a life outside of jail. Today
3 years.
was the first time that, you watched her have handcuffs placed on her and she was taken away. What was that like
3 years.
to see that?
It felt good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that comes off evil, but I now know that my child.
I'm
You gotta
sorry if that
apologize.
comes off
You gotta
evil. That
You got
what?
to apologize for being for. They lucky I wasn't my baby. See, sometimes you have to understand what's going on here. You have to understand. You had to apologize for your comment. Why would you have to apologize to them? Why the hell do we always have to be the bigger person? What do you mean you feel good? 3 years. I would say, what the hell is 3 years? 3 years. How many babies' bones did she break? 3 years. How did that affect those babies, whether we know it or not? It had to have some kind of psychological effect on them. You literally got your babies, your leg broken or whatever broken just on purpose. Who does that? Who does that? And she's still walking around and you type it's good, it's okay. No, what we should have been seeing was one of them parents up on murder charges. I'm just saying, or she's no longer here. We can't even put her in jail. I'm just saying, why is it that we're not doing anything? We just look at this stuff like this, just like the Asian guy who got off for killing the young brother, Cyrus. Why is he still breathing? Why is Zimmerman still breathing? Why is Derek Chauvin still breathing? Why is Dylan Roof still breathing? And he's been in jail. So those brothers can harm each other, but not the ones that they really need to take care of. And we really hoping and praying that they would do something. They're not. They're gonna let them live. They too busy hurting each other in jail. Because I worked in the jail. I know what goes on up there. You got more of them black guys beating up on each other than you do with them taking care of them child molesters when they come up in there. Because half of them child molesters themselves. So when you say, oh, they may take care of them in jail, they're not. Amber Geiger's still living. Derek Chauvin's still breathing. Dylan Roof, he's still alive. I'm just saying, What are we doing? Isn't that where does the justice come in? All right,
Right.
3 years.
Shouts out
Just
to
say 3
Erica
years.
Howard in the building. I appreciate you coming through, Erica. Much love to Erica.
3 years. Hey, Erica, welcome. Welcome, you guys.
Okay, so it get worse. It says
My
it get worse
abuser
for
is
sure.
behind bars. It will be going behind bars, and I'm happy with that.
The maximum penalty for the 9
3
felony
years.
child abuse charges she pleaded no
9
contest to
felonies.
in January, 45 years behind bars. But sentencing guidelines suggest a maximum sentence of up to 6 months total. Commonwealth's attorney
Yeah,
Shannon Taylor
So she should have got 45, but that suggested 3. It was only black babies. So you get the one, what, two, what is it, 3/5 of the
she should
45
have
years,
got
3 years?
exactly. So you get the 2/3 time, the one. What they say? We 3/5. What did they say?
Yeah,
What is it? Yeah.
3/5
Okay.
time.
And look at her, she just walking like no, not a worry in the world. She should have been
Mhm.
scared to. She should have been scared to get out that car. She should have been scared. She's walking like, oh, she don't even. Oh, it ain't gonna. Nothing's not good. Nothing's gonna happen to me. I was able to live outside of jail. Nothing happened. I'm able to go to court and only get 3 years. So 3 years, I probably only save a year. I serve. She'll serve a year and a half of that. She's not even gonna serve the whole 3 years, you guys. That's the sad part. Half them people don't even. They go to jail and they protected. 3 years for 9 felonies. 9 broken bones. Okay, and we're okay with that. Okay, if you okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Damn.
negotiated with
Let's
the
see what else they
defense
gonna
that the
break.
Yeah, let's see if they okay
county
with
would
it.
seek a maximum sentence of 3 years in exchange for the pleas. Taylor previously told us she and the families agreed to that sentence because they knew there would be challenges with the case related to a lack of video evidence for some of the babies, the hospital's delay in reporting the abuse in 2023, and the care model at Henrico Doctors Hospital prior to
Hmm,
2024. Prosecutors said the
hmm.
hospital had no reliable
Hey, you know my sister was born at this hospital, Cassandra?
Did she come out with some broken something? What in
No.
the world? That's
Yeah.
crazy though. You didn't think to put cameras in there after the first break? You didn't think to put cameras in there? But they all hang. See, this is what I'm saying. They all stick together. It just doesn't matter. They gonna always stick together and protect each other. Black folk would have been like, we'd have been on her side anyway. Well, so and so, so. We don't never stick together for nothing. Just like you had the attorney, to defend Chow, the Chinese dude. We never stick together. Never. But it's okay though. This is the sad part about it. She's still walking and breathing. She had 9 felonies and got that's ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. Three
Yeah.
3 years, 9
Uh, oh,
felonies.
I'm gonna stop pausing it. But and Erica said, I don't think we will ever make a move as a unit. Yeah. And Matron said, our humanity is always weaponized and used against us. We have to stop seeing these entities as human. They're not human.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And until we understand that and start seeing them as the demon's seeds, the devil's seeds, and that's not what we understand because we see them as people. But we need to play that movie. You remember we talking to you about that movie with the glasses, the man with the glasses. I don't. They live or no? That's not it.
Yeah, yeah, they live, yeah.
Is that? Yeah, we need to. Y'all need to pull that movie up so y'all know, understand what y'all did. Just because you see skin does not mean you see the real. Those are not real people. You have to know them by their fruits. What fruits do you see when you pull up these demons and devils? When you deal with them, and we've left unattended. We've left them in their care, and they've come up dead. They've come up with PTSD. Now they'll hit your child, and your child try to say self-defense. Then you go to jail for 35 years for defending yourself. When they said that this boy abused, what they double teamed him or something when they first got the tape. Okay, well, what happened to the tape? Why didn't he expound on the tape? Why didn't he keep tape? He didn't even show the tape one time. If you telling me that this boy was getting jumped, what was the report? What was he supposed to do? But he didn't even show the tape one time. Why didn't he tape? This is what they were doing. So, and then the testimonies didn't even tape. So what are we doing for real? For real? That's what I understand. What are we really doing? Why the testimony as far as the tapes were concerned? I don't know. I'm done. I don't even know what it's supposed to say right now.
Yeah. All right, I'll let it play. I'll let this play. All right, so
System
we can
for
go to it.
tracking who provided nursing care to each infant.
Already, we've posted the 3-year sentence. Already, people are commenting saying that's not enough. It should have been more. Can you explain why you agreed to the maximum penalty of 3 years of
Idiot.
incarceration in your plea
He's
deal?
an idiot.
It wasn't my choice that I wanted to actually do 3 years. That is not what I wanted to do. But
Yeah, right.
sentencing guidelines, which is something that is utilized in the Commonwealth of Virginia, can give guidance to courts as to what is an appropriate sentence. And in this
Well, why did they
case,
only give
as
years?
unimaginable as it is, the sentencing guidelines was recommending 6 months for the abuse
What?
of 9 babies. So when coming up with a proposed, sentence, the maximum cap that we came up with, that was 6 times as much as what the guidelines offered.
5 parents of injured
Now, say what
Huh.
you want to say, Cassandra, before we get to the
Oh my
rest.
God. Oh my God. I don't even. Oh, Jesus, help me.
Okay, y'all. So here we go. I ain't even gonna stop it, Cassandra. I'm gonna just be quiet.
This is me.
babies spoke during the sentencing hearing. They showed the judge the tiny diapers their babies wore in the NICU and the preemie clothes that were too big for them at the time,
Mm,
illustrating just how fragile their precious children
mm.
were at the time.
I trusted her,
Did he care?
and she didn't do right by my
How did it
family.
work out for you?
Strawman addressed the families for the first
Yeah,
time.
very good.
Years, she told them she never intended to hurt their children and she
Look
was
at that
sorry.
bitch right
Her
there.
Oh,
Look
she
at that
said,
bitch.
"Oh, my bad, Cassandra." She said, "Oops, my bad,
Yeah,
y'all."
I'm sorry. That's why she walking in that courtroom like that. She not even looking scared. She not looking fearful. She wasn't even worried about it. Look at her. She walked so proud, didn't she? I did it, y'all. Yeah, I know. I broke 9 baby bones and only got what 3 years, and I'm not even gonna have to serve. She's not even gonna have to serve that. But
Mm.
but the sad part was this woman was out of jail until today, until that day of that court. So why nobody showed up at her house? Why was she able to walk? Her legs she should have been in a wheelchair or the coroner's office. One of the two, wheelchair or coroner, which one? There's no way she
Yeah,
should have
that's
been
true. I'm
walking
by her. I
to the
should
court.
probably look up where she lives at. That's true.
My thing is, why didn't the parents take care of it? What are we doing? I'm telling you, black folk punk, y'all some punks. Y'all punks. I'm just saying, this is some punk stuff right here. This is not normal behavior for you not to fight for your freedom. This is not normal. Do we understand that? This is not normal to be this passive. When you see stuff like this, they need to be afraid to do anything to black people because them fools gonna act out of control. That's what they should be saying. But they do stuff knowing that y'all asses ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all gonna keep using that raggedy criminal justice system that don't never give you no justice. Never. You don't, her leg should have been broken, both of them, or amputated or something. She should have never been able to walk to the courtroom. Do you hear me? It's 9 baby family members and family members of family members. Nobody wanted to, nobody thought that their baby lives was worth breaking her legs or amputating them bitches or something. Y'all need to be shamed. They need to be ashamed of themselves. She's walking so proud, like she know they ain't gonna do nothing. She got 3 years, you guys. 3. How many of them babies' bones? And these were preemies. Preemies. But I'm gonna rest because they didn't do nothing. Why should I? My thing is, why am I caring so much? Why do I care? Why am I
Uh,
making a big deal out of this? Why are we
uh,
making a big deal out of this forecast? Tell me why.
Cassandra,
Because
because it's
black folks seem to
important.
be okay with seeing this and going through this. They seem to be okay. So why are we so upset about it? I'm just
'Cause it's
asking for a
important.
friend. Why is my
Um,
anxiety going? I'm in Africa. Why do I freaking care that this boy get 35 years for defending himself? Why is my anxiety? Why am I letting my body go through all of this? Why do I care when black folk just sit there? They're going on about their business. They don't even care. But it's gonna get worse for your asses because you ain't doing nothing. So when you get tired, I have a room for you. I got a room. When you get tired, come on. Because this shit ain't gonna it's not gonna end. This is not done.
Now, Cassandra, despite whatever you may hear in the next few minutes, I'm gonna still care, you know, but you may not,
Mm.
and some of you all may not either, but I still will care because it's it's not the baby's fault. She didn't ask why the babies. They didn't ask her on court, hey, why the babies? You know what I'm saying? They didn't ask those
Why the
questions, you
baby?
know what I mean? Why the
And they
baby? They
show you
didn't.
every day how they freaking feel about you. Then you
Mm.
have white or black folk talking about my best friend is Becky. You are an idiot. If you calling that a friend, because when it could really come down to it, that person will turn on you for her own. They'll fight against each other until you step in the room. When you step in the room, they coming after you. They're gonna be best friends and they coming after your black ass. But go ahead. I'm gonna try to care.
Okay.
Keep
Check
her
it out. You
on.
might not after this. Check it out. Watch this.
Co-attorney Ted Brunt argued Strawman performed medical care poorly, but her demeanor in videos of her caring for the babies did not suggest the
By the way, they just said she didn't have video, so they couldn't do it. While they're showing videos of her over these babies, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow. Are you
But
serious? Look at oh my
anyway,
God. Okay.
well, check it out though.
No
intent to
video.
harm. He
What are we
requested the
watching?
judge consider home confinement as opposed to jail due to safety concerns.
I know the jail's going to do everything they can to keep her safe, but it's
What? Do you
as you
hear
know,
this?
the environment.
Oh
They
my God.
said
Please help.
instead of going to jail
Wait.
for her safety, they like, well, let's just have her house arrest because we fear for her safety. Ain't that
Ain't that
something?
something? But
Due
you
to
just broke
safety
baby
concerns.
bones, but you know what's going on here. What am I looking at? What am I watching? What is going on?
It gets
Now
crazy.
you afraid for her safety, but you're not afraid for those babies' safety? We want house arrest? Yeah, put her on house arrest so they can get to her. Yeah, go ahead and put her on house arrest. But you know what? They probably wouldn't do anything anyway. So she deserves house arrest. Why not? Just give her house arrest. Who cares? Why should she go to jail? Why? 3 years is not that long. She can do house arrest right at her house. Why do we care? For her safety. For her safety. For
Yeah.
her safety. Why are we worried about her safety? What's really going to happen to her in jail? What's really going to happen? Nothing's happened within what all this time she's been out. She's been out since forever. They never put her in jail. She was able to walk freely to the court by herself, unattended, instead of being wheeled in a wheelchair. She was able to walk in, and she's gonna go to jail. And guess what? They're gonna be fighting each other instead of taking care of her. Because Amber Geiger is still alive. I'm just saying, Derek Chauvin is still alive. If we so bad, why are they still breathing? And why are they able to get out of jail? Okay, I'm resting.
Great
Whatever.
question. And
Whatever.
like,
Do whatever you want to do with it.
shouts out to
Give
Raw
her
in the building. And like Nicole said, those babies might be the white babies she was caring for that she didn't break their legs. That's why they're showing those videos. And they happen to come up missing with the videos where she was breaking the back black babies. Those videos just
ain't
came
that
up
something?
missing. Or I guess,
Those
you know.
videos gone, huh? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they
So
don't
we don't
they
have video. They only
they
have
just
videos with her caring for the white babies. But the black baby videos, see, I'm telling you, they stick together. Y'all don't understand who the hell y'all dealing with. You still don't get it, huh? You still don't get it. You still not gonna take your babies away from them. You still gonna live amongst them. You're still not gonna ready to separate. Okay, what's
now
it gonna take? Let's see what's gonna take. Go ahead. I'm gonna
consider
preview
this.
this thing.
You ready for the worst part of it? Are you ready?
I don't even care. Right? Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead. I'm done. I don't care.
Concerns.
These
I
parents
know
don't
the
care.
jail's
Why
going
am
to
I
do
gonna care?
All right, watch this. All right,
safe.
here we go.
It's as you know, the environment around this case has been different than just about anything that I've experienced in quite a long time.
Judge Richard Wallerstein denied the request, expressed the court's sympathies to the families, and said he hoped with time their children could help their parents out of the darkness.
The hell.
Perhaps an example of that, the mom of the first baby injured, Melissa Nelson, said she
First
forgave
one.
Strawman.
Holding a grudge and holding that anger in my heart is not even worth it.
Yeah, forgive her.
It's
You're
just
right.
not worth it.
Forgive.
So
You're
I
right.
forgive
Forgive her,
her.
honey. You're right.
Aaron
You're right.
Strotman's lawyers told me
Yeah, you're right.
Oh no.
You're right. Don't hold a grudge. Don't do nothing. Just let her live. Let her be. Just let her be. She's fine. Why the baby?
Damn. It's the first baby too.
Let her live. I'm not gonna hold a grudge. She broke her leg. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. We're good. You don't even have to give her no time. What? Should have just gave her 10 months. If that. Just no, we're good. Just they're not even felonies. Why even care? Why? Why do we care for? I'm gonna ask you again, and I want this answer. Why do we care? Why?
Because
She don't care. Obviously, she don't care. Look, she says okay. I'm not gonna hold a grudge. I forgive her. I'm good. Yeah, okay. So why are we upset? She's not upset. Look at the play the mom again. I don't see one tear. I don't see her being angry. I don't see her cussing nobody out. I don't see her attacking them. I don't see her doing any of that. So why am I sitting up here with so much anxiety over her baby? That's not even my baby. That's not even my grandbaby. Why do I care?
well,
Go ahead,
all
Fortune.
right, I'm gonna play it again. I'll play it again first, and then
That
I'll answer
the
you.
mom of the first baby injured,
The
Melissa
first one.
Nelson, said she forgave Strotman.
Holding a grudge and holding that anger in my heart is not even worth it. It's just not worth it. So I forgive her.
Aaron Strotman's lawyers
Yeah,
told
I
me
forgive
it's
him.
Now it's hard to
Why
see
they
why
gonna
we
do nothing
should
with him?
care. But listen,
That,
consider this
I'm
is the thing
done.
though.
I don't give a damn. Break all let her go home, put her back in the NICU unit, and break some more arms, break some more legs. Just amputate them this time. Just keep on breaking them. Why not? Yes, they ain't gonna do nothing. They don't care. They're not gonna get mad. They're not gonna do anything to you. So that's why they treat you. This is why right here they do black people the way they do you, because they know your ass ain't gonna do nothing.
Lord have mercy.
They know you ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna forgive them because you don't want to hold hurt in your heart and hate in your heart. You're gonna let her be out of jail, sitting at home in her peaceful home, thinking about breaking more of your baby's bones. But the only reason why she can't because they took her license. But give her license back. They don't care. They're fine. They forgive her. You think the shoe would have been on the other foot, those white folk would have been that calm. Do you really? I've never heard a white person say, I forgive anybody, black, for doing anything to them. Chinese people, does anybody forgive like we do? Do they ask anybody, do you forgive? Do they ask anybody? They never
Yeah,
ask anybody else that. Why do
you
you
know,
think they don't ask any other cultures that?
I heard one white
Go
dude
ahead.
say that, right? But you know what he said? He said, you know what, we can forgive them, but we must get justice first because this little white girl done did something and she got what she deserved. But he said, even if we forgive them, we must get justice first. That's what the only white boy who have I ever heard say that. He made sure to understand that they want the black person to pay.
Ain't that something? But we'll sit up there and say, well, it's okay. And we'll let her walk the court and just walking faithful, just like not a care in the world. That white woman didn't have one care in the world, no fear, no nothing. She walked there by herself. That's how much fear she didn't have of black people hurting her. That's sad. She didn't have nobody, no escorts, no police escorts, nothing. And nobody tried to charge her. Nobody tried to do anything. I'm good. I don't hold any hurt. No harm. You're good. Just give her license back. Let her go break some more bones. Maybe she'll break the wrong baby's bones.
See, and the
But I
thing is
don't.
though,
I don't.
consider why it matters though is because what black people one of the major things black people don't get because I heard it was some brother one of the brothers that got choked, Eric Gardner or somebody, because there's so many of us it's hard to keep track, but his daughter
Mhm.
was like, oh, I never cared about any of this stuff until it happened to my father. And she was like, well, really, I still don't care about all that race stuff. I want justice for my father. But what we don't seem to realize is it don't just happen in a vacuum, right? It happens as a collective, right? We
Right.
are the ones who have to force the punishment. So each time that each one of us happen, and next time it could be me, and then I know if it's me, I'm gonna end up, probably taking out everybody, and then all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna go out in a police shootout, and then
Right.
it is what it is, and it ain't gonna be no change in the long term either if I just go that route either. But you that's leave you no choice, you know what I'm saying? But the point is we don't care enough to prepare before it is your family
Right,
member. Because I know
right.
if it was your family member, somebody you love, I know what you would do. I know what I would
I know.
do. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But we don't want you to be in that situation where they call it suicide by
So
cop, but
let's
it's
fix it.
murder, you know?
Y- Let's fix it so that we don't have to do that. Let's fix the problem before it gets there. Let's act like it's our babies. Right now, I'm acting like these are my babies. I won't hurt her. Those are not even my kids. Those are not my grandchildren, but I want to hurt her. I want to cause bodily harm to her. Why? Because of what she did to our babies. Because that's my baby, my grandbaby. So why are we not caring enough to take it personal? Because it could have been your sister, because she grew up in, she was born. It could have been your grandson. I mean, I'm sorry, your nephew, your grandson, your nephew.
Right.
It could have been any one of our grandbabies. But why? So why don't we care enough to fight this, to do something about it, change the situation? Just like I keep talking about the young man. And if he was in a black school with black teachers in a, he wouldn't be in this situation. He wouldn't be trying to defend anything. He wouldn't have got tried for fighting back because he wouldn't have been in a scuffle with a boy. So why aren't we mad enough to take our children out of their schools? Because the PTSD that your child goes through in those schools every freaking day, the same PTSD you go through on your job is the same PTSD that their children do to your children every day. And it's not just one of them. They team when it's just one black child in the room. They team up on your child and they have a. Why aren't we creating our own communities? Why aren't we buying up land and putting campers on that land until we can afford to build houses? You can rent out one part as a camping site. You can charge vendors to come in to sell products to you on every day of the week. You can have a vegetable person, you can have a catering somebody with a black owned business to come and rent that space out that they're going to sell you black products for until you get up enough money to be able to build on that land. These are things that we can actually be doing now. But instead of us coming together, we'll sit up here and watch shit like this, get mad, and go about our day. I got so fucking mad I moved out of America. That's how mad I was. And I'm still mad. So now I'm on my own island. I don't even want to be bothered with none of them. I don't want you to come speak to me. I don't want you to smile at me because I want to hurt you. Because every time I see a white person, I want to hurt them. Why aren't we that mad? And why am I mad? It hasn't happened to my family. I'm just saying, why am I mad? Because black folks sit up there and do absolutely nothing about it. You don't raise a finger. You had a black man, you had a black boy, a white Chinese guy to shoot at a 6-year-old who went in his yard to get his bike. Didn't it happen in your area, Forecast?
No, it
He
didn't
shot
happen
the little
here.
black, but you know the case I'm talking about, right? He was Chinese. The little boy went, and I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna send it to you later if I find it. The little boy bike got in his yard over a bike in your yard. He said first the man came with him after him with an axe. Can you imagine you
Oh
chasing
yeah,
a
I remember
child on a
that. Yeah.
bike in your yard with an axe? And then the little boy said, but then he missed me with the axe. And then he got a gun. And then he said, pow. This little boy telling a story like it was nothing to it. Why is he still breathing? Why was he able to come back and be your neighbor now? You feel what I'm saying? Why don't we do anything? Why do we care? Why are we doing why? Just answer that why. I don't understand. Are we afraid to fight? Or we afraid? You said, well, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna die. Okay, you dying anyway. You're going to jail anyway and get 35 fucking years for defending yourself. Because as I heard the case, the Austin person pushed Anthony several times, from my understanding. Then you have 4 teens that jumped him, but he was defending himself, but got 35 years from. See, white folk want to make you afraid to fight. They want to make you afraid to defend yourself. They want to make you afraid that you're going to go to jail and get 35 years if you touch one of their children, if you fight back, if you do anything, if you lift a finger to an Asian, you got to hate, they have a hate crime bill for them. They're going to use it on you. So if you do anything to them, white folk can kill them, but white folk were doing all the harm to Asians anyway. Wasn't black folk. But they still got a hate crime bill. We got nothing. It's not going to get any better. If you think it's going to get better, keep on going to their justice system and see what happens. They already don't do anything. The boy running 14, he's running away, running for his life. The dude said, oh, self-defense, shoot him in the back. And he gets off? What the hell? And we're not burning down this, and America's not burning down for that? That should have been some shit you burning stuff down for. But he's peaceful. He's at his home, in his bed, sleeping peaceful at night. All right.
And shouts out to Raymond in the building. Appreciate you coming through, brother. And I'll skip these next two, right? Well, they just messing with little kids and stuff, you know. Or the white girl messing with this little girl, or messing with some little kids. And then the police messing with some little girls. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we don't necessarily have
all the time because they know your ass ain't gonna do nothing.
right.
So only way they're gonna stop is you make them. You make them. What do you have to do to bullies? When you're in high school and you had a bully, what did you have to do to that bully to shut him down? Forecast. What did you have to do?
Punch him in the face.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You gotta fight every day until he leaves you alone.
Every day.
Every
Every
day.
time they do something, some part of America should be on fire right now. Preferably their house. With them in it. I'm just saying.
All right.
Because there's no way that her ass should have been walking to court.
All right. So speaking of court, let's see this young brother's Carmelo Anthony family here.
What the hell is that?
Back off.
Now, I don't got much to say considering because I've only been saying the same thing for like years and years and years. But I'm happy that black people are more angry right now. But usually that anger subsides pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? So what can I say? Like, if you go back and look, I've talked about a million of these cases where we don't do anything. You know what I mean? So, but look at this though, right? So somebody forgot who sent me this, but they finding the people who was on the jury of the Carmelo thing.
I don't know why they're not gonna do anything.
Well, look, let me
So
show
what
you.
does it matter? What does it matter?
Okay, yeah,
What they
Erica
gonna
sent
do
it
to
to
him?
me.
What are they gonna do to him?
Well, look, check it out. This is what he did to this one dude.
Hey, wasn't you on jury selection?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Seriously. No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He was on jury selection.
He's a vet, dude.
Oh.
He's a vet. He's a vet. He ain't been on jury selection.
I ain't worried about that.
Fuck you.
You gonna die.
Quit, dude.
You on jury? When you on jury?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
You on jury selection?
He wasn't.
You're a damn
You was
homeless
on
man.
jury selection.
What you say?
He was homeless. Was he on the homeless? What was he doing? Sitting on the corner? What the
Nah,
hell
I
going on?
don't know. I think he was on it, and the brother says he was in the jury, but the white dude saying he's not.
Okay, but my thing is, why would the attorney allow all white jury though? Why nobody said anything about that? Why didn't the attorney have? But this is why it looks like a setup. I'm telling you, this looks like that they're all working together. Even his attorney is working with them, and you know how they lie, and you know they'll fake and shake. You're not gonna tell me that attorney wasn't in on it. Everything he did looked like he was selling him out. You gave him an all-white jury. That's not normal. You should have had somebody black on that jury, but his parents should have said something. So my thing is that tells me that the parents is still asleep. You didn't even understand this how serious this case was for your son. You went out there and got a preppy white boy that looked like he was working for them. Some of the things that he was doing looked like he wasn't working hard enough for your son. He probably didn't even look at that case until he got that day. But the parents should have been on him to say, okay, why did we just have a all white jury? The parents didn't even say nothing. So, like again, why do we care? Why? Why should we care? You set up there, you let it happen. Then you're talking about an appeal. They may or may not appeal it. And why should they? You should have did it right the first time. Why the hell I got to pay more money to get an appeal when all you had to do was fight the case in the beginning? That it's making no sense. But go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And so apparently, the brother had they took the fundraiser thing the brother had off of his channel.
$96,225. They've raised $633,493.01. Now, that's where the numbers were before Give, Send, Go took the account down. So the question is, what happened to all the money? Where did those funds go? Let's get a little bit deeper into what's going on here. The fund was created after Team Convict was declared. You hear that?
What do you say?
They always do this though. So where's the black GoFundMe? Where is the black people's GoFundMe?
Exactly.
Why do we have to keep using their portals? They always they can let white folk get all the money in the world. Now where's the civil rights case for that? That's discrimination for one. When the white woman called a little boy a nigger, right? She had millions of dollars, right? And they didn't take hers down. So anytime white folk do anything against black people, they raise all this money for them, and now it never gets taken down. So when black folk do the same thing, ours gets shut down. That's a discrimination case. Where's the attorneys to handle that? Where's the fucking attorneys to handle it? See, these are cases that should be going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fam, look at TMZ. Listen to TMZ. The fund was created after the teen convict was arrested. I can guarantee you, if this was the other way around, they wouldn't have called Austin Metcalf a teen convict. Maybe they would have just said teen. Or perhaps
Kyle Rittenhouse did the same thing.
Teen. But convict, they wouldn't have said that. And TMZ had some other questionable stuff I saw yesterday where they had a picture of Carmelo Anthony and with the prison barbed wire next to him. Yeah. A lot of this stuff ain't straight up, hey, we racist. Look at us, we're racist. And he told them, no funds.
Yeah, I never watched them.
Yeah. But basically they took the money that was raised for the brother, and who knows where the money is at now. I guess they would say they gave it back, but obviously they shut down his thing. But they kept up the a bunch of other ones that whether they got found guilty or not, but I'll let you guess which ones that they did.
Kyle Rittenhouse, they had gave him one too. They gave the boy millions of dollars, millions. But this one, he was collecting for his legal defense, and they took it. Ain't that something? And got away with it. Where's the law? Where's the lawsuits for that? See, this is what if you black and you have a degree, this is what you're supposed to be using it for. But you use it for what? To defend white folk, to defend murder victims or murder suspects that shoot black kids in the back. You defend them. This is what we do with our degrees. We're not teaching our children to come back to your community and work, make money. This is what we're not doing. We're teaching them to, hey, you're gonna make money with the white folk. Go on, stay over there. Get the PTSD. Go ahead and do what you gotta do while your community is still suffering. Back in the day, black folk went to college, came back to their community and worked. But I rest. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so this is another conversation here right now. First of all, this is some clone out here with a White Lives Matter sign at a Carmelo thing trying to mess with people. Of course, it's always a Negro. And the police made him go. But something that you mentioned, Cassandra, is something that we got to talk about. The lawyer for the Asian dude was a damn black man, and that's something.
Growing up and watching shows with my father. When they got done with their closing argument, folks next to me said, "Do you want to take that dollar down?" And I said, "No." Because let me tell you with unabashed honesty, they are 1000% right about the following statement. If Rick Chow executed a human being over a $1 bottle of water, enjoy hell. Let's make that clear. If Rick Chow shot a man in the back stealing $1 bottle of water from his store,
not a man, a child.
There's nothing to justify this back and forth. Was he right? Was he wrong? It doesn't matter. Taking a human life over a bottle of water is absolutely ridiculous. It's wrong under any way that you could possibly look at it. And that's why the state has gone out of their way to put this $1 bottle of water up, to put this picture up, because they want you to believe that this is what this case is about. The rest of the story. It has nothing to do with this water. It doesn't. Because if that was what it was about, this wouldn't be a complicated case. As we sit in front of you, the things that we have to talk about is we have to break down everything that we have watched in this case. We need to break down what the state of South Carolina has presented to you. And as we break it down, we can break it down inside of 3 classifications, what they put on the stand.
Now, I wish you seen who his damn wife is, Cassandra, you seen it? I should have pulled it up.
You know what? Why are we mad? Because guess what? The white boy defended the black boy, right? But he did a horrible case. Horrible. But the difference is that black men did an amazing job defending me and got his enemy off too, by the way. That's the difference in cases. The white dude, did he defend Carmelo Anthony the way this black dude defended person? We should look at the difference. I guarantee you'll see the difference. That white dude did not put in that much effort. Black dude won because he put in the effort. I mean, whether we like it or not, he was a good. If you look at how he was defending him, he put in work. But did the white boy do the same for Anthony? I didn't see. No. I'm gonna say no. Was it the same quality of work? But hey, we didn't. Why should we be? Don't get mad about anything else. Why should we be mad? It is what it is. That's the sad part about it. Because I was thinking about that. It made me mad at first. Why should I be mad? Why? Black folk aren't mad. Nobody cares. They're gonna go about their own life because it's not my family. Because it didn't happen to me. Or because they didn't do me no harm. So I'm gonna still support the Chinese shops. And that's what you'll hear black. Because you'll ask, well, why are you in the nail shop? They didn't do nothing to me. That's the answer you'll get. They didn't do nothing to me. But they did something to your sister. Remember, you did something, you did something to all of us. So we all fought, right? Not today. Not today. Because we scared. Black folks scared. And they know. But I rest with that. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so let me play this thing. I gotta start it over. My bad.
is imperative that we stick together. We pour our own dollars in our own communities. They do not like us. They do not care for us. We got to stop fighting each other. We got to stop killing each other. And we have to support one another. If you see your sister or your brother struggling, you have to be there for them. We all we got. We are all we got. They have taught us today. They have taught us today that the Constitution is not for us. They have taught us today
Taught us
that
again.
we are still counted as 3/5 a human being. We are all we got. Talk to your youngins. How long did they give them? Talk to your youngins. They gave them 35 years. They have told us today that any other race could come in our life and do whatever they want to do to us, and we cannot defend ourselves. It's bullshit. But I'm telling my people, I'm telling my black people, I don't care about no other race. I'm not concerned about any other race. I'm concerned about the black race. They have been killing us and lynching us, and we have been doing it to ourselves. It's time out. We have to support one another. We have to pour our dollars into our own community. And we also have to get our dollars together to help this family. We need a better defense team to appeal this foolishness and to try to fight to get it up out of here.
Only disagreement I would have is they've taught us yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. They've taught us over and over, right? And it's irritating because I've been saying since my first time I've been on, hey, we've all we got. You know, at the end of the day, we are all we got, right? So I agree with the sister 100%, but there is no appeal, there is no reasoning, there is no logic. You can't fight it logically. You understand? There is only one language that is understood, right? And if you don't want to take it that far, the most important thing is like, okay, well, focus on where your dollars at because they focus on because the extreme is the only answer. You know what I'm saying? But we are not at that level yet. But maybe we are mad enough to be like, hey, we're all we got. Instead of calling me racist for saying it, now I see other black people believe that. You know what I'm saying? And other groups already know that. You know, and at the end of the day, the only way to stop it is to first stop funding your own oppression. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that can be done. And the problem that we have, we always go for the home run. Like, first of all, another thing these groups could have done if we had linked up is be like, yo, this month, as black people, we're not shopping at Walmart. Man, we're not shopping at McDonald's. You know those places that we was talking about with prison labor, and they was paying the prisoners with labor. Because
Exactly.
I was trying to say it back then before somebody had to get killed. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we can not so for a month is what I was saying. But of course, forever would be the idea. But y'all gonna look at me like, Lord have mercy, I needs to go to goddamn Target now. So how about let's just not do it in November or whatever. But unfortunately, we see what it takes to get to this level, though. Considering, um, you want to say something?
You know what? She's right. Like you just said, we don't have friends. But why are we not mad? What is it gonna take? What is it? I keep waiting for that that one needle to drop. I keep waiting. What is it gonna take? I don't know. The baby's incident now, the child incident, that should have been the one right there. But
Well,
no, they didn't do it either. So
slavery
I don't know
wasn't
what it's
enough.
gonna take.
I'm
I
gonna
have
be
no
real.
idea.
Slavery and Jim Crow and lynchings weren't enough. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I
Okay,
don't know.
well, what they got planned for you, go maybe that'll help you. I don't know. If we're not ready, we're not ready. They're not done. You think this is it? They're not done. Until you do something, black folk, they're gonna continue to harm you and get no consequences. I rest.
Yeah. So there is only one answer, but the other answer that people will talk about is obviously they get funded to put the stores into your communities to keep your communities depleted. You know what I'm saying? And that is the point, right? And we fight for other groups of people and stuff like that, but we obviously know how they feel, you know. And when you go to their restaurants, we know the treatment that you
Why
get.
didn't they pay?
Like you eat when you go, like, hey, let me get the fresh dog and the fresh
Black men at
rat,
a restaurant in
right?
California
How they
just
gonna
want to
treat
know,
you?
why do they have to pay before they eat?
Yeah, you gotta make a paper.
No, but what's the difference? Because they didn't pay first is what we're trying to say. So what's the difference between us and them? Why didn't they pay first?
They didn't have to
That's
pay
all
their
we
food.
That's all
You
we're
have to
asking.
pay for you.
Could you answer that question, please?
That's a very good question.
Well, you might run off with
Get
that
the hell up and walk the hell
fried
out.
rat.
What is the problem with you getting up and walking the hell out?
Mm.
What's the problem here? So you have to understand that child guy, his station should have been shut down. Then he had the chicken place too. Both of his businesses should have been shut down years back. Because this is not the first incident. After the first incident, why are you even patronizing in the first place? Shut them down. Why are we allowing them in your neighborhoods? Why? If you know that they don't know how to treat you, don't go. They put a nail shop in our back when I was at home. I didn't go in there. I'm not shopping with them. You have a black beauty supply place right there in Greensboro, where I used to live. Black folk would go to the white man, the Chinese shop down the street. I'm like, you have a black one right here. Why are you going down there? And the black man was right here. That makes no sense. We don't support our own. And this is what I'm saying. Even if we have our own businesses, are you going to support them? Are we mad enough to support our own now? Are we mad enough to take our own money and support our own? That's the question of the day. Because you still gonna have some folk next week, 2 weeks, give them a month. They're gonna be right back at the Asian shops. Guarantee you it. I guarantee you it. I rest.
And that's the question. We definitely ain't ready for the real answer, but that at least that question we can ask today. Hopefully we are.
Now they
But
want to boycott black.
so listen to what they said, right?
Now they want to boycott black businesses that they've never stepped a foot in.
Exactly. They never support you anyway. So what? who
Most stores
cares?
just cater to each other in the first place. So I think we'll be fucking fine. But enjoy
We're gonna
the
boycott
boycott
you.
because
You ain't
we're going to
never
black out.
patronize anyway.
We're not boycotting. We are blacking you out forever.
And forever isn't, and I get it when you say not boycott and stuff, but whatever. Just don't spend money with them. You know, I don't care what you call it. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like, and don't talk negative and against it. So, but check it out, right? So you wanted to talk about some black businesses as well. We need to do that, right?
Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women getting their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay? Please boycott Asian business.
Black girl. Magic. We do nails and we do feet. Come see me. I am in Maywood. Actually, at S&D Suites, it is black field up in here, from hairstylists to estheticians to seamstress to barbers to nail techs. We in here. They ain't the only ones that can do some nails and some feet, honey. And I'm sanitized and licensed. Thank you. Yeah, that was only supposed to be that long, but okay.
Need French tips, Matt.
Everything is really coming like full circle.
Hi, I'm Kimmy. I am the owner of Smoke and Beauty Hair Supply. We're fully stocked with all of your needs. We're a one-stop shop, and we're located right on 7 Mile and Otter Drive. I also have a full-time hairstylist and makeup artist. Come see us.
Yes. I'm trying to tell you, it's the only one in Detroit, the only black beauty supply store. It's got some pretty love on the North East Side, guys. I'm live right here in front of Smoky Beauty right here, guys. The only black-owned beauty supply store in the city of Detroit, guys. Come in and take a look. Reporting here live, guys. Here at Smoky Beauty, we're open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to service you ladies. We have the best prices, the best quality products here in the city of Detroit. You're not listening to nothing. Listen to me. Listen, I'm going to try to tell you.
So we talk about uplifting people in the community. We talk about black businesses. Tell us why it's important for black businesses, and tell us about how K Natural came apart.
My mom hair was falling out, and I wanted to help her in that situation. So I came up with the serum, which is our
supply. Oh, I thought you didn't even want to be on. Okay.
So we're gonna go pick
So,
up
you
the.
know, there's that. And also, let's see. All right, this sister's place. This is the one you sent me in North Carolina.
So I just had customers come in and say that we need to make some content because people are
Now
asking for
that's the one I
black-owned
used to patronize.
businesses.
When I was at
I don't have no
home, that's the
content
one I went
ideas.
to.
That's the one you went to?
That's the one I went to. Treasure, yeah. That's the one I went
Okay.
to. It was right down the street from my house. And he's been there
So I
like
just had
10 years. I
customers
didn't even
come
know
in
he
and
was
say that
there.
we.
You said what's that?
He was there for like 10 years. I didn't even know he was there at first. And once I found out, I started patronizing. I'm like, wow, how long you been here? Had a beauty supply place and a beauty shop in the back. So you could have got your hair done. You could have got your supplies there. So yeah, and it was in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure
But
it's
my thing
one.
is, are we going to support it? We have black-owned
Right.
businesses. Are we going to support them? We have food places. We have, and hey, we need to continue developing. You know, keep on doing what you're doing. Don't stop. But at least when you get on there, tell them what your address and your phone, you know, and give an address and a zip code or something, because they sometimes come on here and don't give where they are located. So how are people supposed to find you? You know, so make sure you give your location.
Yeah, they'll
This
say
is the time for black folk to
3313
shine.
Holden Road,
This
North
is
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, this is the time to shine right now. So if you want you to have your own business, get your TikTok account. Let's get busy. Let's show people where you are so they can come. You know, now the thing is, hopefully we'll support it. Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just had customers come in and say that we need to make some content because people are asking for black-owned businesses. I don't have no content ideas, so I'm just gonna show you the store. So we are Personal Treasures Beauty Supply Store located in Greensboro. We are black-owned. It's my granddaddy and grandparents own the store, and we're the only people that work here. You will never see anybody but me or my granddaddy work in this store, or my sister sometimes. But we have all hair products, all crochet. Everything. We even have a salon in the back. The salon is not walk-in. You do have to call or make an appointment. But we are 100% black owned. They don't get no blacker than us, honestly. We're also A&T. My granddaddy went to A&T. I went to Central. A little house divided. But yeah, Greensboro natives.
All right, so there you go. HBCUs and everything, you know?
That's right. HBCU, A&T, right up the road. Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Here go another one.
I'm telling you. Yep.
All right, here go another one. And let me start it over. I ain't playing right. All right, here we go.
I created a website to help people find black-owned businesses all in one place. From food to beauty to services to products, I got you. So whenever you see me post a business on my page, it has already been added to Melanin Market. So you can just go on the website and find it. I started Melanin Market because I wanted it to be easier for people to find black-owned businesses in their city.
Wow.
So instead of just
Awesome. I
talking
didn't know
about it,
that.
I decided to build something. Right now, I have about 800.
My brother. This is sister right here. It's Melanin Marketed. I should have pulled up her website too.
Yes, that would have been nice. Somebody pull her website up.
To
Yeah, I'm
find
gonna pull it
black-owned
up.
businesses in their city. So instead of just talking about it, I decided to build something. Right now, I have about 800 businesses, and it's growing every day, starting from city to city and eventually state to state. I really appreciate everyone that's been liking the videos, sharing the videos, tagging businesses. Thank y'all for growing with me. If you own a black-owned business and would like to be added, you can go to melaninmarketapp.com and click on submit your listing. Now, if you're already on there and you want to update anything, you can click on update your listing.
Now, I will pull it up now, but I know my computer will take super long because I got too much stuff pulled up already. But Melanin,
Pulling it
I'm
up
gonna pull it
right
up next
now.
time.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I pulled it up. It's Melanin Market.
Yeah, melaninmarketapp.com.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, all right. So shouts out to
This
this
is
young
Melanin
sister.
Market, and this is for us. and this is just the beginning. I created a website to help people.
Right. So shouts out to that sister. And here's another one. I just got this app too. I think my brother sent me this one. A black man created a marketplace app full of thousands of black owned businesses all on one app. The Myria. I don't know how to say it, but whatever.
What's that one?
Um all right, so I did pull this one up. I should have pulled the other sister's one up too. And I will
What's
pull hers up later. What'd you say?
what's
See, it ain't coming up. This the website that they have here, where they have a bunch of black owned businesses or black owned
what's it called?
products. It's called Meyer. It's like MIIRIYA. Here it go, right here. It's on. I'll put it on
Is
the
that
screen.
.com?
Yeah,
Okay, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
yeah.
You
So they
guys
have.
put these,
Hmm?
put these y'all need to write this stuff down so you guys can look up the website, you guys. I just put it
Yeah,
just
and I
put it
have
up.
that.
That all comes
Yeah,
up.
I think it worked better on the phone. Well, my phone, because I got a lot of stuff pulled up, so it might work better
I
if I
just
do
put
that.
it up. Very nice. Yeah.
So black owned menstrual pads, There you go.
I pulled it up on my computer. Yeah. Got a lot of black products. A lot of black
Mhm.
stuff. Even with the melanated, she still got more, stuff too.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I should have pulled hers up. Um,
Yeah,
let's see.
official is melanated market, global network by black owned for black owned. Oh, this is nice. Very nice, you guys. Very nice.
Yeah, and then check this one out, Cassandra.
And we tried to create a space literally that is tailored to the needs of the young people. So that's what this is. Man, you have the city that's overlooking the positivity. On the south side of Chicago, we selling the typical stereotype
Oh, I'm
of
sorry, I
what
was on mute.
black male in Chicago, especially in the hood. So we have a 3,800 square foot building plus the land next to it that we redeveloped, and we don't have no debt on it. What can we create in our own community where the young men do not have to go outside their community to experience something nice? And so as you can see, we got the whole kitchen right here, and we do cooking classes in this particular space. So this right here is our conference room area. So now we're coming into the podcast space, recording studio room. So we got top of the line equipment for our young men. We tried to create a space literally that is tailored to the needs of the young people. So that's what this is. Man, you have the city that's overlooking the positivity of our young black men, and that they don't have to wait on somebody to save them. They can then be what's needed to make that change in their own community. I want to take you into the meditation room. A lot of times for a lot of our young men and in our community, we don't have a space to just think for ourselves, a quiet space, a peaceful space. So that's what this is, right? It's to be that peaceful, quiet space for them to meditate, for them to pray, and just have that one-on-one conversation. We are individuals that literally invested into our own community. And as you can see, right, the change that we've been able to make. So one of the things is that we did is that there was an abandoned building that was next to this house. It got tore down. There was overgrown weeds, trees, all of that. So I'm gonna show you how we really redid the space outside. So I'm gonna check this out. And then we got a full basketball court with our logo right there for the young men to enjoy themselves. So we created this room where it's literally a full game room where we got PS5, we got Xbox, we got Nintendo Switch. So all of the different activities for the young men in this particular room. So we wanted to keep an open concept so we can have meetings, meetups, events. We have done baby showers, birthday parties here, but mainly the whole focus of this building is being a resource for young men of color. Man, the message of the day is that you can be the change that you want to be in your community, and we don't have to wait on somebody from outside to be that change. Out of trenches, this brother is greatness in himself. Man, love this brother with the work that he's doing because he's showing positivity in our community. And man, I'm glad to be connected to him because I know that this is only the beginning of the work that he's going to be doing.
Now, like this is the first step, right? Because and also you have to control their minds, but you have to first give the young people, the young brothers, a space, because that is a part of the big problem. It's money, hunger, and a space for them to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, black men especially never get a chance to be themselves or express themselves or be who they really are. You know what I mean? So it's important for brothers like my age to start creating things. Like Cassandra has done her job, and other brothers and sisters have done their job, and it's up to like me to create it. But also, when you create that space, you still need to be controlling not controlling, but programming their minds in the right way to where it benefits them and themselves and the next generations to follow them, so that they can do these things and not leave us in bad situations like other generations may have done, right? Well, because somewhere along the line we have become selfish, but that's a whole nother conversation. But what you think about that, Cassandra?
I love it. This is what we need. More of. This is good. I love it. Yeah, we need more of
So
this. Now that you see it, you have to support it. And on my TikTok pages, all I have on there right now is Black-owned businesses. I'm telling you, we have to do this. If we're gonna do anything, take your money. That's the best thing you can do. Money is power, you guys. Money is power. You remember when Kanye West said something about the Jews? What did they do? They canceled his behind. No matter how much money he made for them, they canceled him. They didn't care. Everybody was on code. And that's what we have to remember. Let's get on code and support these Black-owned businesses. Can you imagine if we supported our own? Can you imagine? Oh my God, this could be the start of something very beautiful. I'm loving it. I rest.
yeah, all facts. And these are a lot of black businesses that go on for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And Cassandra, what was with the smoothie is this
Smoothie,
tropical
smoothie queen, smoothie
smoothie
queen.
queen? Yeah, this beef smoothie queen, yes.
Yeah, the
Y'all
smoothie
support
queen.
that. Yeah. And I should have pulled that up too. But and too, we need to cultivate these young brothers, because look at what this young brother built off of like cardboard Amazon boxes, right? Let alone if he get the real right material that he needs and what he
Y'all,
could
my
actually
nephew make
do.
guns out of Amazon boxes. Like they really do the stuff. Like, look, he put scopes on them. The clips come out. Look, cock that mug. Got a little trigger. Look, this one come back
I used to
too.
have a sister that was making shoes. Black girl making shoes. It was nice. Very nice. Making
Yeah.
handbags and everything.
Like we give our children the proper tools and the proper things, they can create anything that we need, and the proper
And this is what
tutelage.
we build. This is what we build. This is why we have our own educational centers. And you can concentrate on their entrepreneurship. They should have one day, hey, make us something, bring it to school, show it, let's sell it. And they have a marketing for it at the schools. See, it's things that we can do to bring more money into our community. But are we going to do it? We can do this now. We're showing you all the Black-owned businesses, not just food. We have all sorts of businesses, purses, shoes, jewelry. Let's start supporting our own, you guys. Take your money away from people that don't know how to treat you. You should be offended when you go into a Chinese shop and they surround you and walking behind you while you trying to support them and they harassing you and you going up to the register and buying product from them after they harassed you. Are you serious? After they beat you with a broom, after they didn't do your nails right, they beat you with a broom, and you're glad to go back and support them. That's crazy. That's some brainwashing shit to me. But I rest. Go ahead.
Facts. So, and that leaves us with the only true conclusion that I have come to after studying decades of interactions and all of that. There can only be one answer, right? From the babies all the way to the elderly, right? Because in their schools, look what happens. Oh damn, it ain't no sound for some reason. Oh, can you hear it?
No,
All right,
didn't
all
hear
right, there we go, there we go.
Somebody call the officer. Back up. Hands up. Jody, stop now. Jody, stop. Let go.
Well, looky. Who's the aggressor? You jump your ass up in the middle of class and you start hitting someone with a chair? If I was your teacher, I'd let her beat your ass real good. Because break it up for what? You hit her with a chair. That's a weapon. I don't think the teacher really.
See, that's another thing about being on code, right? Because I want you to check this out, right? Because you always notice when they break it up. And she didn't hit the girl with a chair, then got her ass whipped. But then when you remove a piece of their skull, then they got a problem. But let's see.
Oh, this is the best one right here. I love this video. This is the
Oh,
best one ever.
Yeah, now it's freezing up. All right, give me a second, y'all. It's freezing up. Hopefully it'll come on. All right, there we go. Oh, shit, my bad. All right, you can't hear that, so let me start it over because you can't hear it.
Many people are questioning whether this situation was handled fairly. During the altercation, a male appeared to have the upper hand at first, and bystanders seemed to watch without stepping in. However, when the female gained the upper hand and people quickly moved in to separate them, what do you think? Should bystanders have stepped in earlier to stop the conflict, or was separating them at that moment the right decision? Share your thoughts in the comments. Regardless of who is involved, preventing harm and resolving conflicts peacefully.
And got his ass whipped. But you see when they stepped in, right, Cassandra?
Exactly. They always do that. They don't step in the beginning. They wait until after you beat their ass and then they want to step in. No, step out. Let me handle this first. Let me handle this. And then we're gonna stop. But it should have stopped in the beginning before it even started. But his friend was coaxing him on because she was a female and she was by herself. And then once he started getting an ass beat, then they want to jump in and break it up. Go ahead, we need to sit down again.
All right, let's run it back.
Many people are questioning whether this situation was handled fairly. During the altercation, a male appeared to have the upper hand at first, and bystanders seemed to watch without stepping in. However, when the female gained the upper hand and people quickly moved in to separate them, what do you think? Should bystanders have stepped in earlier to stop the conflict, or was separating them at that moment the right decision?
Tore his ass up.
Share your thoughts in the comments. Regardless of who is involved, preventing harm and resolving conflicts
He got a girl
peacefully.
beat him up.
Tore his
He got beat
ass
up by a
up.
girl, y'all.
And she lucky he lucky she didn't remove a piece of his skull too.
Exactly.
And then they would have been talking about charging her then. It would have been a problem. But it even happens with our younger generation. So. Oh shit. Thought he could put hands on them and walk away. See that? The young people know, Cassandra.
Exactly. They're trained well.
And they can only be
There we go.
All right.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Got it.
And everywhere I go, there's fucking somebody with their headlight out.
Okay, cool.
Fucking following me around. So get the fuck out of my way.
Hey, I'll knock you out. Back
I'll
off.
knock you the fuck out.
You sure about that?
Get on out then.
All right. I'm giving you a chance.
Let's go then, homie.
Hey.
Replace your fucking headlight.
Hey.
Everywhere I go,
Hey.
somebody fucking
Hey.
chasing me without a headlight.
Hey, you don't got to come at me like that. I'm giving you a chance.
I gotta come at you with nothing, bro.
I'm giving you a
No,
chance.
we always give
I'm
them
giving you a chance.
chances.
Back off. Because I will hurt you.
Do it then.
Going through
I'm
a
gonna
hard...
knock you out, and I'm gonna fucking. I don't care about
You're
your
going-
fucking followers.
Hey, can you... Huh? No, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you on my right? Are you on my right? Not your right.
Huh?
Leave him alone then. Yeah, please. Good night.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, chill out.
Don't be looking at him like that.
Okay.
I just saw you had your camera. I figured he was messing around.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Got it. Yo, stop. He's down. He's down.
He's down my ass.
Get down. Get down.
Bro. Yo.
All right, because that wasn't enough for me. So, what you think about this last one, right? When brothers protect our own communities, I want you to see what you think about that. Now, white culture, y'all know what white culture is, right? That Epstein culture, right? So, a black father catches him trying to mess with his son, a grown as Neanderthal male, trying to mess with his young son. Right? He handles it.
Oh my God, y'all! No! What are you doing? No, please, y'all! Please, y'all! No, please!
He's in a jungle. He's in a jungle with a lion. He's in a jungle.
Damn, black woman trying to stop him.
He's down in the jungle. He's jungle. Oh, you got it.
No! Stop! Stop! Please stop! I'm gay. That's right.
What you think about that, Cassandra?
Why she didn't break it up from the beginning when he first attacked that youngster?
Mm.
But I'm glad to have a father come in and protected his son.
Yeah. But so what you think about everything that we talked about today, though?
You know what, Forecast? I don't even know what to say. Because right now, what else is there to say? My thing is just support your own. Let's do this. We can do it. If you're going to boycott, it's not just for now. It's forever. We're not going back. Once we leave, then we got to develop our own schools. Then rather you do it online, and then we can develop our own communities. We have to separate from them because our children wouldn't be in some of these predicaments if we had them away from them Neanderthal demons, because those are Satan's seed, and we know that. So when are we going to get it? Separate. That's the only way. That's the only way that we're going to have a peace of mind and create some businesses. Create your own business. If you can do it for them, you can do it for yourself. Don't work harder for somebody else's business than you work for your own. We have people working at McDonald's that can cook themselves. They can have their own catering business. They can have their own restaurant. I'm telling you, but you got to do something. You got to do something. It's time. I don't even know what else to say. We've been talking about this for a long time now. When are we going to actually do it? And I hope we're serious about this boycott. But I don't want to just call it a boycott. I want to call it a blackout. I want to call it that we're never coming back to support their businesses. So I tell Black folk, if you have a business, this is your time to shine. This is your time to make your money. This is your time. We got next. This is us having next. Now, what are you going to do with this opportunity? And I'll rest with that.
No, all facts, all facts. Now, like I said, there ain't too much that I could say either, because like we've been saying the same thing over and over. But hopefully now we are at a point where we find it more important to support each other, because it is true that we are all we got, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for coming on here, Considera. Shouts out to Considera and Realm in the Bush organization. Oh, by the way, I meant to say that at the beginning. Are you doing that live? You've been doing for the last couple weeks?
Yeah, we doing. We come on at 1 o'clock my time, which is probably in the morning your time. What I don't know what time it's your time, but we do come on at Realm in the Bush. And we've been talking about the move here, the emotional side of moving abroad, because some people they leave in family, they're leaving everybody, and we're talking about that. So it's at 1 o'clock our time. I don't know what time that is your time forecast. What time is it? Like 4 or 5 in the morning. But even if you're not up that time, you can still watch it later.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I be getting up, I'll be towards the end, but it'd be like 5:30 in the morning. So um, let me see. You can
Yeah, but they can still ram in the bush and pull it up, and you'll see the live that we do at 1 o'clock here. So we're not you guys, so that's why we do it. We still try to do it at a decent hour. 1 o'clock, a good time for us. But you guys can pull it up and watch it later. And we talk about moving abroad. What is the impact? How is it moving abroad? What to expect? And we're going to talk about that today. Also, we're going to do it today and talk about that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Could you put your channel on there? You could put it in the chat. I think you can. I'm not seeing where you commented at on the chat, so I don't know if you like a moderator or not. But
I don't think I'm a moderator, but it's Ram in the Bush. If you go on to you see it's up there, Ram in the Bush on YouTube. It's Ram in the Bush. It's spelled the same way it's spelled on the yeah, REALM in the bush, and you can pull it up on YouTube and it will. And you guys
yeah,
go
cause
on over
yeah,
there and join. Hit the thumbs up. Even guys hit the thumbs up button as you leave. Then that way you can work with the algorithm to go in here. You guys come in, hit the thumbs up. Then that way other people will be able to join. Because these are some great conversations. We just got to get it out there. We got to get it out there. So you guys come on down and come on and participate. It's time. This is your time. What you gonna do with it?
yeah. So yeah, if you wake up early in the morning, like 5 something, then tune into it, and then or whenever you get up,
Yeah.
tune into it afterwards.
Yep,
So
later that day. You don't have to watch it 5:30, but you sometime a day, sometime. And like I said, we're just talking about the emotional side of moving abroad. Everybody yeah, it's the honeymoon phase, and then you get the real impacts of moving abroad. For me, it doesn't bother me because I was ready. And you have a lot of people that left family members, they left kids, they left mom and dad, you left you left your everything, your homes, your it all. But my thing is safety. What is safety? What's worth with no safety? What is your life worth with no safety? Do you want peace for your kids? Do you want to start anew, fresh, do something different? Then moving abroad may be what you need to do. And I've seen Switzerland and other countries that are offering employment opportunities. One guy I know, he works in Saudi Arabia. He makes really good money. I'm money, but he's an engineer. But still, they make you can go to some of these other countries and you can make money, but you have to apply. Yeah, be done. It's up to you. It can be done. You don't have
yeah,
to stay somewhere where you're not wanted.
facts,
Not really.
facts. So yeah, yeah. Now make sure y'all support what Cassandra is doing in her lives. Is real good information. So definitely, shouts out to you and thank you for getting up to do this. I always appreciate your time.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, shouts out to my brother Anthony. Shouts out to Raw. Shouts out to Matron. I appreciate Matron for reading the book too. Much love to Matron. Shouts out to Raymond Witt. Much love to that brother. Um, Shouts out to Erica Howard. Y'all definitely give a shout out to Erica Howard. Shouts out to Karma 804. And everybody else who be listening. For the last words, I'm not gonna go too crazy, y'all. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just leave it mellow and let it be what it is. Um, so I'll let this be the last words. If my computer work, it's starting to freeze up. So, all right, here we go.
I don't hear anything forecast.
All right, my bad. Here we go. Oh, you still can't hear it?
Not. Yeah, we hear it.
Where the rope's long gone. They pave the dirt, but the roots still call. You can't cut pain. No, you just move the wall. Now the trees have screens instead of leaves. The crowd still gathers. Nobody grieves. Another name, another call. History plays on a body can't walk. The fruit still falls. Just a different tree. Still hanging black. Still hanging free. A hashtag prayer. A mother's plea. Oh Lord, the fruit still falls for me. Oh. Oh. They said justice, but I saw change. Same old story with a different name. Uniform blue, but the spirit's gray. The road just learned a modern way. They don't sell postcards no more, just clips that loop forevermore. Fear for my life, the same refrain, but the ghosts still march in the pouring rain. Still fall, just a different tree. Still hanging, still hanging. A hashtag prayer, a mother's plea. Oh Lord, the fruit still falls for me. Don't turn away, don't scroll too fast. The past ain't past, it just wears a mask. The soil remembers every call, and still the fruit still falls. Still falls. Still falls.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's still, if you don't
I
know what
love
that
it.
means, you should look it up, you know.
I love it.
And she also had another one I should have played called What's the Plan? But we ain't got no plan, so ain't no point in playing it. So it is what it is. But yeah, it is true that we are all we
Yeah,
got. It was doing we'll come back with a plan in 200 years, consider. So I'll let you know
I
then.
hope not. I hope it don't take that long.
Well, maybe it's 195 now. So this sped up things a little bit.
Oh wow.
But, but anyway, yo, I appreciate y'all for listening. And as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we gonna keep falling for anything.
Peace, family.